क्रांतीची ज्योत पेटयल्या उपरांत रोखडेच आमकां स्वतंत्र मेळपाक जाय आसलें. बट भारत देश स्वतंत्र जाल्या उपरांत तब्बल आमकां 14 वर्सां उशीर लागलो आनी म्हणून तर कितल्याशाच स्वतंत्र सैनिकांक आपल्या जिवाचो आपल्याक बलिदान दिवचें पडलें. आमकां याद आसा 15 ऑगस्ट 1955 म्हणजे हुतात्मा बाळाराया मापारी पासून कर्नल बेनीपाल सिंग पासून हिरवी गुरुजी आसतले अशे असंख्य म्हणजे गोंयांतले काका लवंदे आसतले, शिनारी आसतले, अशे कितलेशेच जाण जांकां आपल्या प्राणाची आहुती दिवची पडली. आनी त्याच 14 वर्साच्या कार्यकाळांत खरें पयलीं स्वतंत्र दिल्लें आसत जाल्यार गोंय हें आजुनूय बी कितल्याशाच मोठ्या प्रमाणांत आमी उदरगत करपाक शकतले आसले. बट आमी विसरूंक ना तेंच्या त्यागाचें प्रतीक आशिल्लें आग्वादचो जेल हो गेली कितलीशींच वर्सां खितपत पडिल्लो. डबल इंजीन सरकारच्या कार्यकाळांत आमी तब्बल 14 कोटी रुपया खर्च करून आमी तो आग्वाद जेल म्युजियम आज परत एकदां म्हणजे आग्वादचो जेल वो आग्वाद जेल म्युजियमांत आमी कन्वर्ट केलो. ज्या डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहियांक तांच्या खोलीत जो कैद दवरलेलो आज तांचो स्टॅच्यू त्या खोलीत आसा. आमकां तोय थंय गेल्या उपरांत पळोवपाक मेळटा. गोंयचो इतिहास ताजेर केल्ली एनिमेशन फिल्म ही बी आग्वाद जेल म्युजियमांत गेल्या उपरांत आमकां पळोवपा खातीर मेळटा. खरें म्हणजे आयच्या भुरग्यांक गोंयचो इतिहास खबर आसप गरजेचो आसा. ज्या राज्याचो इतिहास जी भुरगीं जाणटा तांचो फुडार आनी तांचें भविश्य हेंय खूब बरें आसता. म्हणून तर 19 डिसेंबर आसतलो, 18 जून आसतलो, अशे वेगवेगळे दिन आमी सदोदीत मनयता. ज्या निमित्तान म्हणजे परत एकदां ह्या इतिहासाची उजळणी जावची आनी लोकांच्या समोर ह्या इतिहासाक याद दवरपा खातीर आमी सगळे जाण म्हणजे तयार आसचे. 451 वर्साच्या जुलमी राजवटींतल्यान आमकां सगळ्या जाणांक खबर आसा की जी जुलमी राजवट म्हणजे गोंयच्या कितल्याशाच लोकांनी सोंसली आनी तेन्ना जो उलो मारिल्लो की सगळ्या जाणांनी एक जावपाची गरज आसा. हिंदू, मुस्लीम, कॅथलीक हे सगळे जाण एक जावन ह्या पोर्तुगीज जुलमी राजवटीच्या विरोधात लढपाची गरज आसा. आनी तीच तर तेन्ना सगळ्या जाणांनी एक जावन खरें ह्या स्वातंत्र्य लढ्याक सुरवात केली म्हणून हें पॉसिबल जालें. आज ते याद करपा खातीर आमी डायरेक्टर ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशनच्या वतीन परत पुराय जे एनिमेशन फिल्म ऑन द गोवाज फ्रिडम स्ट्रगल ही बी काडल्या. फुडल्या 19 डिसेंबर पर्यंत ती एनिमेशन फिल्म ही रिलीज जातली. विरासत आनी विकास ह्यो दोनूय गोश्टी ह्यो तितक्योच म्हत्वाच्यो आसता. म्हणून गेल्या 60 वर्सांक गव्हर्मेंट इज अ कंटिन्युअस प्रोसेस. ह्या प्रोसेसांत वेगवेगळो विकास सातत्यात गेली सरकारां म्हणजे आपले भाऊसाहेब बांदोडकरांच्या पासून तो आतां पर्यंत गोंयांत ह्या विकास जायत येयल्लो आसा. आनी तोच विकास फुडें व्हरता आसतना ह्या 6 वर्साच्या कार्यकाळांत आमी गोंय फुडें व्हरता आसतना वेगवेगळ्या थराचेर वेगवेगळ्या मोठ्या प्रमाणात विकास केला. हांव विकास खातीर सांगता की स्वतंत्र सैनिकांनी तेन्ना पळयल्लें गोंयचें उज्वल भविश्य, गोंयच्या तरणाट्या खातीर पळयल्लो भविश्य हें साक्षात आज साकार जाता आसतना दिसता. हें म्हाका गर्व जाता. आमी पळयता की तेंच्यांनी एड्युकेशन सॅक्टरांत पळयल्लो की गोंयचो प्रत्येक भुरगो हो साक्षर जावचो, गोंयचो प्रत्येक लोक हो साक्षर जावचो. 100% लिटरसी ही आमी ह्या वर्सा साध्य करपाक शकलो. हो म्हाका खूब मोठो अभिमान आसा. गोंयांत सुरू केल्ल्यो प्राथमीक शाळा पासून आज गोंय सरकारान वेगवेगळ्यो IIT, NIT, नॅशनल फॉरेन्सीक सायन्स, इंटरनॅशनल स्कूल ऑफ लॉ, नॅशनल फॉरेन्सीक सायन्स युनिव्हर्सिटी आनी वॉटर स्पोर्ट्स इन्स्टिट्यूट ह्या सारकी वेगवेगळी इन्स्टिट्यूट आज नॅशनल आनी इंटरनॅशनल लेवल आयुश सारकेली इन्स्टिट्यूट ही गोंयांत जाता. ही आमच्या खातीर गर्वाची गजाल आसा. गोंय खूब बाकीच्या राज्यां पेक्षाय खूब ल्हान, बाकीच्या राज्यां पेक्षा खूब उसरान आमी स्वतंत्र जाले. पण हे खंयसरूच न दवरता आसतना आमी सातत्यात पळयता की 13 फ्लॅगशीप प्रोग्रामाच्या अंतर्गत सगळ्या राज्याच्या पेक्षा आमी एक नंबराचेर पावपा खातीर सदोदीत आमी फुडें उरल्या. हर घर नल से जल आसतलें किंवा हर घर शौचालय आसतलें, हर घर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आसतली, हर ग्राम सडक आसतलें, हर घर इन्शुरन्स आसतलो. अशा पद्दतीच्यो विविध योजना केंद्रांतल्यो योजना लोकां पर्यंत पावोवपा खातीर गोंय हे आत्मनिर्भर भारत स्वयंपूर्ण गोंय ह्या योजनेच्या अंतर्गत आमी प्रत्येका पर्यंत ही योजना पावले. म्हणजे हांवें कित्याक सांगता तर स्वतंत्र जाता आसतना तांच्यांनी पळयल्लें स्वप्न म्हाजो गोंयकार हो खंयच्याच गोश्टी पासून वंचीत उरचो न्ही. म्हाज्या गोंयकाराक केंद्रांतल्यो सगळ्यो योजना मेळच्यो होच तेन्नाचो उद्देश आशिल्लो आनी तोच उद्देश मुखार दवरून आज म्हजें सरकार कार्यरत आसा. म्हणजे तेन्ना तेंच्यांनी स्वप्न पळयल्लें की हें गोंय ह्या पुराय भारत भुंयचेर एक प्रगत राज्य म्हणून फुडें येवचें. आनी आज इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलपमेंट आनी ह्युमन रिसोर्स डेव्हलपमेंट ह्या दोनूय क्षेत्रांत हें प्रगत राज्य म्हणून फुडें येता आसतना आमी सगळे जाण पळयता. फाटल्या 10 वर्साच्या कार्यकाळांत आमी जेन्ना म्हणटा की इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलपमेंट खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणात आमी हांगासर करपाक शकले, कारण जें स्वप्न तांच्यांनी तेन्ना पळयल्लें, म्हणजे 1946 जें स्वप्न डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहियात पयले दिसा क्रांतीची ज्योत, क्रांतीची मशाल पेटोवन तेन्ना दाखयलें, तें स्वप्न आज साकार जाता आसतना आमकां दिसता की पुराय गोंय हें एक इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर इतक्या मोठ्या प्रमाणात आमी आज करपाक शकले, हें म्हाज्या खातीर एक गर्वाची गजाल आसा. ह्युमन रिसोर्स डेव्हलपमेंट म्हणटा आसतना आमी पळयता की गोंयांतले वेगवेगळ्या सॅक्टरांत की भुरगे फुडें येवचे, मागीर IIT NIT हाच्याच बरोबर ITS सारकिल्या सुद्दां म्हणजे स्किलींग, रिस्किलींग, अपस्किलींग हाजेर भर दिता आसतना आमी तें साध्य करपाक शकले हाची मोख म्हाका आसा. आनी निश्चितच रित्या आजुनूय बी खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणात गोंय डेव्हलप जावपाची शक्यता आसा आनी आमी तें डेव्हलप करपा खातीर सगळ्या जाणांचो आस्पाव आसप गरजेचो आसा. विकसीत भारत 2047 हें स्वप्न ऑनरेबल प्रायम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदीजी भारत देशाच्या स्वातंत्र्याक जेन्ना 100 वर्सां पुराय जातली तेन्ना पुराय राष्ट्र हें विकसीत राष्ट्र फुडें येतलें. त्याच धर्तीचेर पावलार पावल दवरून विकसीत गोवा 2037 10 वर्सां पयलीं विकसीत जावपाक जाय हाज्या खातीर आमी सदोदीत कार्यरत आसा. स्वतंत्र सैनिकांच्या आशिर्वादांत आनी आतांच्या तरणाट्यांच्या ह्या इनोव्हेशन टेक्नॉलॉजी युगात आमी फुडें वयता आसतना म्हणजे आमी म्हणटा त्या सगळ्या पद्दतीचे म्हणजे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स पासून रिसर्च एंड डेव्हलपमेंट ह्यो सगळ्यो गजाली साध्य करता आसतना गोंय विकसीत गोवा 2037 पर्यंत आमी साध्य करपाक शकतले. आनी हातूंतल्यान इकॉनॉमीक डेव्हलपमेंट, सोशल डेव्हलपमेंट, इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलपमेंट ह्यो सगळ्या पद्दतीची डेव्हलपमेंट आमी 5 पिलराचेर फुडें व्हरपाचो मोख आमी दवरला. बेजीक इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आमी सगळ्या लोकां खातीर दिवपाक शकले. आतां एडवान्स इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर दिवपाच्या वटेन आमचो मोख आसा आनी म्हणून तर आमी हर घर नल से जल दिले म्हणून आमी वगी बसूंक ना. हर घर फायबर दिवपाचें स्वप्न हें आमी सातत्यात पळयता. हें स्वप्न घडये कदाचित तेन्ना पळयल्लें तें स्वप्न आज 63 वर्सां उपरांत काय आसना, म्हणजे गोंय मुक्त जाल्या उपरांत आमी साकार जाता. हाज्याय फुडें तें आनीक खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणांत साकार जाता आसतना आमकां दिसतलें. रिन्युएबल एनर्जी क्षेत्रांत आमी केल्लो एडवान्समेंट हें जर आमी पळयता आसत जाल्यार खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणांत देशाच्या प्रगतीत आमी तेंय काम हें खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणांत आमी करीत आसा. आज आमकां भर जो दिवपाक जाय म्हणजे सातत्यात रोहिदास बाब देसाय हांच्यांनी उलयता आसतना एक गजाल नक्कीच सांगली की ते म्हणटात की हातान घेयात म्हणजे तुमी शिस्त पालन करपा खातीर लोकांक कटिबद्ध करात, बट त्याच बरोबर लोकांचें सहकार्य हें तितकेंच गरजेचें आसा. सरकार आपल्या परीत हे कायदे करपाक शकता, त्या कायद्याचें पालन करप हें लोकांच्या हातान आसा. म्हणून आयच्या ह्या क्रांती दिनाच्या दिसा तेन्ना क्रांतीची ज्योत पेटयली गोंय मुक्त करपा खातीर. आज क्रांतीची ज्योत पेटोवपाक जाय. गोंय हें हरीत क्लीन आनी ग्रीन दवरपा खातीर आमकां ही ज्योत पेटोवपाची गरज आसा. तांच्यांनी नेमको म्हणजे तांच्यांनी जें बोट दवरलें की गोंय जर आमी नितळ दवरलें, गोंय जर आमी स्वच्छ दवरलें जाल्यार गोंयांत येवपी ट्युरिस्ट हे आनिकूय मोठ्या प्रमाणांत वाडटलें. गोंयचें नांव आज ग्लोबली आमी पळयता, बट तें आनिकूय बी तशाच पद्दतीन दवरपा खातीर हो फक्त सरकाराचेंच काम न्ही तर प्रत्येकाचें कर्तव्य आसा. म्हणून तेन्ना स्वतंत्र सैनिकांनी दिल्लो त्याग हो आमी विसरून उपयोग ना. आमचें सातत्यात बारीकशें कॉन्ट्रिब्युशन ह्या गोंया खातीर ग्रीन आनी क्लीन दवरपा खातीर आमी वावुरतले. हें जें आसा पळय न्ही हाजो ह्या स्वातंत्र्याचो दुरुपयोग आमी करचे ना. तांच्यांनी जें म्हटल्यार आमी सातत्यात लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेनटेन दवरपा खातीर, क्रायम डिटेक्शन करपा खातीर गोंय राज्य हें सातत्यात एक नंबराचेर आसा. पण हेंय सगळें करता आसतना लोकांनी थोडेशें शिस्तीचें जर पालन करीत जाल्यार आमी सगळ्या बाबतींत एक नंबर जावपा खातीर आमी सदोदीत फुडें आसतले. आमी गोंयचे म्हणजे GDP पळयता, पर कॅपिटा इन्कम पळयता, बाकीच्या देशाच्या बाबतींत आमी बाकीच्या राज्याच्या बाबतींत आमी एक नंबराचेर आसा. आनी इतर सगळ्या गोश्टीच्या बाबतींत आनी विकसीत भारत 2047 हें स्वप्न साकार करता आसतना विकसीत गोवा 2037 हें स्वप्न साकार करपा खातीर खरी साथ जायी ती पुराय नागरिकांची. हांव आयच्या ह्या क्रांती दिनाच्या दिसा समेस्त म्हाज्या गोंयकारां कडेन मागता की चलात, उठात, परत एकदा जागे जायात आनी विकसीत गोवा 2037 पर्यंत आमकां हें गोंय विकसीत राज्य म्हणून हाडपा खातीर तुमचो सगळ्यांचो आस्पाव आपल्या परीन जरी तुमी केलो आसत जाल्यार आमकां चड उशीर लागचो ना. आमी सगळे मतभेद म्हणजे जातीचे आसतले, धर्माचे आसतले, पॉलिटिकल आसतले, हे सगळे मतभेद सायडीक दवरून विकसीत गोवा 2037 हे करपा खातीर सदोदीत फुडें रावचे, तत्पर रावचे इतकेंच आयच्या दिसा मागता. आनी डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहिया आनी तमाम स्वतंत्र सैनिकांनी केल्ल्या बलिदान आनी त्यांचो त्याग हेजो याद करता आसतना तांकां हांव आर्गां ओंपता आसतना परत एकदां गोंयच्या क्रांतीची मशाल ही 18 जुनाक पेटयल्ली. गोंयच्या विकसीत गोंयची मशाल ही आज आमी पुनश्च एकदां पेटोवया इतकेंच सांगता आनी म्हाजी 2 उतरां सोंपयता. जय हिंद, जय गोवा, जय भारत.
This Martyrs Day we are observing, and about that aspect and development of Goa, Honorable Chief Minister accounted everything in front of you. Details were given, and our freedom fighters present also had already given the details of the freedom struggle in our state. I endorse their views in its full strength. And I am very, as far as Ramanurlu is concerned, you see, a 100% nationalist. Of course, his education was mostly in Western countries. He visited Moscow. At that time, he was attracted to the concept of socialist idea, but he never compromised with of course, fully he agreed with socialism. His life is dedicated for that cause, but at the same time, the way in which the Moscow system spreading to the world was objected by him. If we go through that, I stated one reason, that in such a system, only one party alone, no other opposition is allowed, no second party is allowed. Russia, USSR, China, Vietnam, Cuba, so many countries in the world, only single party is in the country. Then how can we call it as democratic country? This aspect was introduced to Indian school of thought by Dr. Azad Maidan. I am not saying much about his politics or anything, but in Parliament, his theory at that time, Honorable most respected Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister. Then he presented one theory there, I am still remembering. He asked a question, how much our Honorable, I am not mentioning anybody's name, system, the ministers or whatever amount you spend, then he himself put another detailed description about that. Poor people of India, the vast majority, according to subject to memory, I am saying 60% of the Indians are that.
But in 7 states, Samyukta Vidayak ministries were in News Bihar and even in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, etc.
Even in Tamil Nadu, Kerala.
So that was a change according to him.
So that was a change according to him.
I don't know, I am not blaming anybody. I am accepting the inquiry reports of our nation. I am not going beyond that. At the same time, a person who lost his life.
At the same time, a person who lost his life. Today's Dr. Ramanurlu Hospital in a surgeon stable.
Chief Minister's party. I am not a governor, has not to identify with the political party now. Mughal Sarai railway station. These two incidents are connected, and there are so many things are there. I am not disowning the views of our CBI or our government views. Endorsing such a person at the age of 57, he lost his life in a surgeon's table and a simple operation. Simple means fully a normal operation. Abnormality was not there. His type of approach also is a classic example of how a public worker can act. And with due respect to our freedom fighters, we will give more and more facilities to them. But view of Dr. Ramanohar Lohia, that we are doing something for the motherland, and that may not be counted in terms of money or anything. That aspect is also there. His entire speeches and works are compiled together, and I tried, because our Honorable Chief Minister is here, the 10 volumes of his writings that is not available in most of the libraries in our Goa. I am requesting him to make steps. Gandhiji's 100 books are there. Dinadal Upadhyaya is 12 volumes of book is there. And Dr. Ramanohar Lohia has 10 volumes. I think it was that Lohia Research Vedi published it, now available. We will make steps to furnish proper things for purchasing that and keep it in for our new generations. Dr. Ramanohar Lohia's views also. You see, 1946 speech, if you go through it, the word used is about our nationalism. I am not repeating here. And he stated that 6 places he stated that for the unity of the India, our motherland, we will start the fight. You are all remembering that aspect. 6 places he has stated that in his 1946 speech. So I am, for the time being, in the present time, we will make steps to make research on Dr. Ramanohar Lohia, Pandit Dinadal Upadhyaya, and Mahatma Gandhiji. And of course, Jayaprakash Narayan joined with Ramanohar Lohia's views, and few years he was the officer of Socialist Party at that time. Later, Sarvodaya he shifted to Sarvodaya. These things should be inculcated in the mind of the new generation. That is a need of the hour. So I am very happy to be present among all of you today to commemorate and honor the valiant freedom fighters on the occasion of Goa Revolution Day. Goa Revolution Day is one of the most defining events in the history of the state. As we gather here today, let us all bow our heads in reverence to the memory of all martyrs, freedom fighters and statesmen who through their valor enabled Goa stands tall as a prosperous and welfare state. Regarding that aspect, details were furnished by our Honorable Chief Minister. Now we are thinking about freedom. What is freedom? What is the concept of freedom? I am quoting Swami Vivekananda in 1897. At that time, Chennai was known as Madras. In his Madras speech, that day is also very important. He declared that freedom is a mental concept. If your mind is free, you will be able to win everything. And on that day, in February 21st or 22nd in 1897, he declared that if our brothers and sisters in India, if they given up or give up. Given up and give up also different ideas are there. So give up their slavery from their mind. We can get freedom within 50 years. I would like to say, after 50 years, in 1947, February 21st, Attlee, the Prime Minister of UK, declared freedom to India, and then of course various discussions whether a free India, a united India, different India, Pakistan and India divided, or such things are there. And that is why in 1947, August 15, India got freedom. And thereafter also, after Dr. Amanu Lohia's speech, 15 years, why lapsed? These are things to be academically at least we will discuss. 15 years. And Kandathante Krishnamenon, 2 days, some secret behind it. I had occasion to go through a book that without informing the highest authorities, their view is that international issue and discuss and settle the matter. They have decided to take military action, and without taking a full-fledged military action, we got freedom. Some inquisitive nature we will create among the new generation. Of course, our population of Goa is concerned, maximum number of people that they are going to outside states and getting citizenship, not only confined to Portuguese alone, Canada and so many states. Why? We can't blame anybody. They are getting full citizenship there. They are able to contest in the election. Even our Indian people are now holding ministership and prime ministership in 6 countries in the world. That opportunity is there. They are getting very good salary there. Then people are going. All of a sudden, we can't blame them as such. So, that natural human tendency is like that. There, I would like to say that Dr. Ramanohari's life is a fitting reply to that. If you go through that, he was a very good scholar, great scholar in English language. But he always speak in Hindi alone. Why? He stated that I am accepting and respecting English and other languages, but commitment to mother tongue and nationalism, because I am not able to do justice to him, because my language is Malayalam or English, so I can't, if I am speaking in Malayalam, you can't understand. So I am doing injustice to them. That is why I am shifted my speech to English. So this type of things, each and every act of Dr. Amanu Lohia, the commitment to the people, ordinary people. In 1957, when in Kerala there was a political change, through ballot, M. Shankaran Namboodiripad, his party, I am not mentioning the name, came to power. There is an article by Dr. Amanu Lohia that I don't want to go to the details. If you go through his book, you can see appeasement of communalism, and it is non-democratic setup. That was answer given by Dr. Amanu Lohia. A comprehensive approach. Of course, he was a true Democrat. He maintained very good relations with Jawaharlal Nehru ji and Indira Gandhi ji. And at the same time, as a critic, political critic, always we are saying Virodhi Neta. That word also, in Virodhi Neta, opposition, is also, I don't know what does it, in other languages are there. In Malayalam and Tamil I know Virodhi Neta means, it is not a mere opposition leader, that some other meaning is there. Anyway, our country is developing day by day. And now we are in the fourth position as far as as far as economic development is concerned. Here the colonial Portugal setup was there. In my state, Kerala, that British rule was there. In the British rule, you see, our present government, I am congratulating them that we secured the fifth position by throwing away Britain. Britain is now sixth. And from that fifth, now Japan is in the fourth position, and instead of Japan, now we are in the fourth position now. I am very sure, because I am studying things in that economic aspect, within short time, 1 or 2 years, Germany, the present third country, third country may go to the fourth position, and we will secure that. After that, second is China, and that is why our Chief Minister referred what will happen in 2047. That much time is required. China, and the difference between China and India is a huge one. That is why we will run, and in 2047 we will be able to achieve the first or second position of the entire world. Dr. Amanavarlaya used one word. We will have to secure the Vishwagurusthan, first country in the world. That was the ambition and expectation of Dr. Amanavarlaya. We are going in such a direction. I am not politically saying anything, but it's an achievement of our nation, our great nation, Bharat. And Dr. Amanavarlaya, if we go through his entire work, we will be able to see that our country's prospects. And now William's great book has come, and he stated that before the arrival of these colonial forces, our country was the economic, not only economically, culturally, educationally, we were in the first position in the world. And he has stated that golden roads, at that time it is called some other name, that was changed, that was a golden period in the entire world. That is Dr. William, the world famous historian's latest book, now available. So one more aspect I want to place before you. This year, this Indian freedom, Indian independence, Indian constitutional declarations during the time of emergency, by using Article 352 of the Constitution, declared emergency, and our country became an autocratic country. Press freedom was fully taken away at that time. If now in the Times or some other paper, they wanted to in everyday night, they are preparing their news item and other things, go to the collectorate, an officer is there, obtain his signature, and newspaper has no freedom to independently publish. Fundamental rights guaranteed by our constitution, including the right to life, was suspended in our country. 21 months, pathetic situation was there. And all opposition leaders, without assigning any reason, they can, without getting an opportunity, they will be put in jail. And when they will be free, nobody can say, Jayaprakash Narayan, Moraji Desai, Vajpayee, Kripalani, so many persons. Such a period, its 50th year is now, within 1 week, it will be, that 50th year will come, June 25th. And I had occasion to prepare 2 books on our emergency aspect. And subsequently, those Shah Commission report was destroyed. This destroyal of books was also in our history. I have prepared 2 books in English, and I am very happy that our Honorable Chief Minister was kind enough to give me a forward for that books. And I'm not taking politics. Opposition leader is also here. I'm not so that is natural at that time. But regarding all these things, a vigilant society is required. Vigilance about our freedom. We will have to maintain it. We will have to pass it on to the next generation. For that purpose, our emergency period is bad in the history of our country, and now the followers of or admirers of Lohiaji, we will all study about it and teach to the people, convey to the people, convey to the nation. According to me, respectfully, I am submitting that the need of the hour is we think about all these things and convey it to the people, not for political purpose, but for giving abundant caution to the new generation. And our country, the only country in the world, its population, less than 35-year-old people are more in our country. No other country you can quote like that. And our expectation is always with that. Our Prime Minister and our central system and state governments also trying to make focus on this younger generation. And ideologically, I am not saying everybody should read all these volumes of books. At least a cream of society. A creative minority. I am using the word creative minority. So creative people can change the society. In your Goan freedom struggle, in our Indian freedom struggle, the persons actively participated may be less than 5%. But 5% people, they sacrificed their life for the cause, suffered a lot, and that is why we are all enjoying freedom. So that 5% or 6% or 7% or 3% of the young generation should be decided to dedicate for the cause of our nation. Then we will be able to, our Goa and Kerala are the 2 states from where people are going to outside countries and getting maximum, they are enjoying there, getting very good amount also. That is a threat to our Kerala and Goa is concerned. It is a serious problem according to my studies. I don't know, you are at liberty to differ with my view, and these types of things also may be taken into consideration. I am, with due respect in my mind, I am remembering our great freedom fighter, veteran leader, and a people's leader. I am paying homage to Lohiaji. With these few words, I am concluding my speech. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Goa, and Jai Bharat.
धन्यवाद सर. समिस्ता गोंय क्रांती दिसाची परतून एक फावट परबी आयच्या क्रांती दिसाच्या कार्यावळीचो समारोप राष्ट्रगानान करतात. राष्ट्रगानाच्या सन्मानार्थ उबे रावपाची विनंती समिस्तांक करता.